Don't let the peaceful streets and custom homes fool you. Living in Greely comes with costs that most buyers don't see coming. In this video, I'll show you exactly what it really takes to afford life in Greely. From housing and utilities, rural internet, heating, and those surprise expenses that nobody talks about. My name's Eric Bekkers. I'm a local realtor based right here in Greely. If you're considering a move in Ottawa, especially in one of our amazing rural communities, this channel is for you. I cover everything from home prices and market updates to local lifestyle and neighborhood breakdowns. So hit subscribe and let's jump into the real numbers behind life in Greely. Let's start with the biggest piece, housing. As of right now, the average detached home in Greely sells anywhere between $800,000 to $1.3 million, depending on the age, lot size, whether you're in one of the newer subdivisions or a private estate lot. If you're looking at newer custom builds with large lots and upgraded finishes, you could be more in the $1.4 to $1.8 million range, especially if it's on one of the man-made waterfront properties. There currently aren't any condos, only a small portion of townhomes in Greely, so it's primarily detached living, which makes it a bit more expensive upfront than areas like Findlay Creek or Riverside South, but you're also getting a lot more land, privacy, and value for that price. Next is property taxes. Ottawa's property tax rate sits around 1.14% of assessed value. On a $1 million house, that's about $11,000 per year, or $950 a month. Key thing to remember is that tax assessments from MPAC often lag behind market value. So your tax bill might not reflect what you just paid for your home, at least not right away, but plan for reassessments every few years. With COVID, tax bills have not been reassessed for the most part since 2016. Homeowners may have a large adjustment coming soon. Now let's talk utilities. Most homes in Greely are on a well and septic, which means no water or sewer bill. Big savings over city living, but there's still consideration. Certain septic systems like Clearstreams will need annual septic maintenance, and most properties need water softening systems or potentially more water treatment, as iron is very high in the area as well. For heating, a lot of homes in Greely are on natural gas, with some of the older, more rural homes still on propane or even oil. A typical family might spend $2,000 to $3,000 per year on heat, depending on the winter and the size of the home. This number will be on the higher side with propane and even higher again if you use oil. Hydro bills for larger homes tend to range from $150 to $300 per month, depending on the square footage, insulation, and the number of people living in the house. Not all areas have access to high-speed fiber internet. The newer subdivisions do, but others rely on LTE, ExploreNet, or now Starlink. Monthly costs can range from $100 to $160, and speeds can vary. If you're working from home or your kids stream a lot of content, this is something you definitely want to ask about when buying a property. Other rural services you might need to factor in: snow removal if you have a long driveway can be $400 to $700 per season. There's also lawn maintenance. If you don't want to do it yourself, you don't have the time, you're looking at about $300 per month during the summer. Garbage pickup here is city run and included in your property taxes, but of course, like anywhere, you'll need to drive to the dump for any large items that you have. Transportation is another consideration. There's no OC Transport service directly in Greely, so you'll need a vehicle, probably a second one for most families. Most residents commute into Ottawa or work remotely. Depending on where you're going, downtown can be 30 to 40 minutes, with traffic in rush hour significantly longer. The airport's a nice easy drive at about 10 to 15 minutes. Riverside South or Findlay Creek are about 10 to 15 minutes each for a lot of your daily errands. And you also have Costco or major groceries that are 25 minutes away. So yes, your gas budget will go up compared to living in the city, but the trade-off is the privacy, the space, the peace that you get living a little bit more rural. Groceries and daily living costs are very similar to the rest of Ottawa. There's a small Foodland in Greely that's a little bit more expensive, but most families will drive to Findlay Creek or South Keys for your Loblaws, Costco, Farm Boy, many other options. There's great local schools, including Castor Valley Elementary, Greely Elementary. The community has strong family vibe with rinks, trails, and events going on year round. You'll want to make sure to check out the Greely Winter Carnival. So is living in Greely more expensive than downtown Ottawa or a condo in the city? On paper, maybe. But what you get in return, space, freedom, privacy, a lifestyle that works excellent for families, makes the value worth every penny for many buyers. If you're moving up from a townhouse or a condo, the jump might not be as big as you think. especially when you factor in no water bill, potentially lower insurance with less crime, and the long-term appreciation of detached homes on land. If you're curious what it would look like to buy a home in Greely, or you want to compare Greely to other South End neighborhoods like Manotick or Metcalfe, I'd love to help. Book a no-obligation buyer consultation using the link below and ask us for our upsizer affordability calculator to see if it works for you. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, happy house hunting.